Hey, it's Angel Vane, and this is episode 54 of my author's diary. Now listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up. Bet you're wondering why I have these on my ears. Well, I have a big announcement to make for The Accidental Hero. I have decided to commission an audiobook for The Accidental Hero, which means you'll be able to listen up, listen up, listen up, and listen to The Accidental Hero really soon. Okay, so now I'm going to take these off my ears because it's a bit weird. There will be an audiobook production of The Accidental Hero coming your way really soon. So I decided that I wanted an audiobook. And this is a little bit going against conventional wisdom because as much as I love my stories and I think that they're fabulous, I'm not quite selling a ton of them to really support a decision to do an audiobook because audiobook productions, that's really expensive. You have to go out and get a narrator who is going to dramatize the story, and that ain't cheap. And so I really had to think long and hard about, okay, is this something that I really should be doing? And should I be doing it right now or should I be waiting? And I really got to the point where I said, I'm gonna pull the trigger and do it now. And I bet you're wondering why? Why? When you're not really selling enough to support the cost of an audiobook. Well, I do think an audiobook will give me access to a whole other branch of readers, but that's not really the reason why I made my decision. So it's really two factors that went into me deciding to go ahead and pull the trigger on trying to get an audiobook done for The Accidental Hero. And the first one is that I am an audiobook listener. I can't tell you the last time that I actually read a physical book or read an ebook. It's been years. I listen when I'm doing my walk, when I'm driving, when I'm at the grocery store. So I'm able to multitask and listen to new books at the same time because when I'm here at the house, I gotta be working on my own book. I don't have time to be just sitting here chilling on the couch listening to somebody else's book. I really start to think about it like, I know how frustrated I feel when I'm like, ooh, that seems like that's gonna be a good book. And then I go to the online retailer and there's no audiobook option. And I'm like, okay, Angel, do you really think you're gonna carve out some time to read this as an ebook if you buy it? Like, really? Since there's no audiobook? And a lot of times I do, I just bypass them because I said literally, I don't have time to really just sit down and read an ebook. I have plenty of time and I can multitask and listen to an audiobook, but I don't really have time for the ebook or for the print book. And so I really want to have an audiobook of my novels for people who are just like me. Those people who cringe when they go to the website and they're like, y'all don't have an audiobook? I want to listen to this. So that was one reason. Now the second reason, it's just vanity. Like, I just really want to have one because the idea that a narrator is going to act out my story, dramatize it almost as if it was a TV show or a movie, giving the emotions and the character interactions. And this is somebody else other than me interpreting the story and bringing it to life. Like, I want that just for me. And so once I realized that, hey, it didn't really matter if tons of people go out there and buy the audiobook. It's a personal thing that I just wanted to have for myself. Almost just like having the print book copy, being able to have a paperback version of my book and hold it in my hands. And it'd be really nice if I had a paperback version of The Accidental Hero to show you guys. As I was saying, just like having this is a little bit of a vanity metric because I just want to be able to see my novel written in black and white. Yay, so pretty. Oh, we matching too. Look at all this orange working. Got the orange shirt, got the orange hair, got the orange in the cover. So using this company called Find Away Voices, they basically help you to get and build out your audiobooks, connecting you with narrators, making sure that the production quality, the sound quality, all of that stuff, I don't have to worry about because they make sure that it's done appropriately. So submitted my book to them, and now they're in the process of identifying narrator options for me. And so I had to go through this long detailed list kind of explaining what type of book is it, what's the tone, what am I looking for in a narrator. In my mind, even though this is romantic suspense, it's balanced. Mina has just about as much of the story as Julian has. I really do, in my mind, these are Julian's books, right? This is Julian's pathos. This is Julian's issues that kind of launched off everything. Julian is the hero. I mean, it's the hero in Paradise series, which means it's Julian's books with his love story and the battles that he's facing. And yes, Mina's there with all of her issues and her baggage and stuff, helping to make things really interesting. But I really realized, okay, the books need to be told with a male narrator. So then I had to fill out all the forms, say kind of like what I wanted his voice to sound like and how it should be conveyed and all this kind of stuff. And so I submitted it, and they're gonna go and do whatever they do, analyze what I put in there, and they're gonna get back to me with some narrator options for me to evaluate. So that's the next step of the process. So I'm gonna keep you guys on the journey with me of constructing the audiobook for the Accidental Hero. So next week, hopefully I'll be able to talk to you guys about the narrator options that I got and what I think of them. Okay, so if you wanna continue to keep up with me and all the ups and downs that I go through as I try to write and publish new books, click the subscribe button, then click that little silver bell so you won't miss when I'm doing a video, and I will see you next time.